Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. One Piece chapter 742. Oh my god is all I can say. But before that, let's take care of the formalities. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's Jedi Mind Trick here to blow your mind with another review. Oh my god, oh my god. This week's chapter of One Piece was too real. So first off, we get some progression. We get super, like, hell of progression for, like, Kyros' character. So first off, Kyros, we start off in this manga. He's won his 3,000 matches, and everyone's starting to warm up to him. They liking him and all this stuff. And the last match that he fought in, he fought against King Raikou. And now he fought against King Raikou in the final match, and King Raikou was like, "You don't deserve to be called a beast because you held back on me." He could have killed King Raikou because he didn't know at the beginning, I guess, that it was King Raikou until he found out later. And then King Raikou promotes Kyros to the captain of his army. And then this is where we see a young Scarlet, which is Rebecca's mom, and we see a young Viola, which is Rebecca's sister, or Rebecca's aunt, actually, which is Rebecca's mom's sister. So we see them, and surprisingly, Scarlet hates Kyros's guts. Like, she believes he's a monster, and she believes that everyone else is being deceived by him and all of this other stuff. And she doesn't change her mind until, like, she gets abducted by these pirates and stuff like that. And my man Kyros with the unbelievable hands that he has. He has so much hands, yo. Like, he destroyed 2 pirate ships by himself. 2, count them, 2 pirate ships by himself. So my man, he saves Scarlet, and basically Scarlet was like, she warms up to him then, and she's like, oh my, like, he saved her life and stuff like that. So she starts cooking for him and all of this other stuff, and she wants to be with him. And like Kyros, him being like he's not trying to spit like be, you know what I'm saying, disrespectful to the king. Like, he knows that it's not right for him and the princess to be together and whatsoever. And the king, surprisingly, he's okay with it, but he knows that the people of Dressrosa won't be okay with it. So he goes along with his daughter faking her own death. It was so funny, like, because like the panel that it showed, she was like, "I died without him," and then like the next panel was like, "Rebecca died." Like, I mean, not Rebecca, but it was like Scarlet died, and it was just like, what? Like, I thought it was real for a minute. And I was like, how did? But then it was like it turned out to be a fake death. And then they run away together, and then they have a daughter, which the daughter is Rebecca. So we find out that Kyros is the father of Rebecca. And then we see Kyros. Kyros is he's nervous to hold Rebecca and all that. He's saying like stuff about his hands being dirty and stuff like that. And he and this may have something to do with him being a murderer and all this other stuff. He doesn't want the hands of a murderer touching his daughter, of course, because he says she's I think he says she's clean or something so delicate. Then so we also get Kyros and Scarlet also notices that the castle was on fire, and my throat got dry and I almost died, you know. They noticed that the castle's on fire. And so Kyros goes and he says to Scarlet and Rebecca, thing happens to meet him at the red flower something. It was red flowers, something like that. So Kyros goes to the castle, and there's Doflamingo and his minions of evil, the Legion of Doom, the terrible tyrants, whatever you want to call them. He's there with them, and Doflamingo offers Kyros. He says he's heard of Kyros. He offers him a job, and Kyros tells him he doesn't want to take the job, of course, because he's loyal to King Riku, who saved his life, and all this sentimental stuff. And then they shackle him in sea stone handcuffs, and they were about to execute King Raikou. And right when they're about to execute him, Kyros cuts off his leg. He cuts off his leg. Oh my god. So he cuts off his leg in order to save King Raikou, or in order to actually attack Doflamingo. And then that's when Sugar, the little brat that she is, she turns him into the toy, the one-legged soldier. And then he escapes with the king as a toy. He must have some type of strength. Like, you gotta wonder, he's lifting the king as a toy. So he saves He saves the king, and the king doesn't remember who he is at all, but he says he would never forget his deed of saving him. And then he goes to try to find Rebecca and Scarlet, but then he finds that Scarlet's been downtown and she's been shot. And then we find out later on that Diamante was the one that shot Scarlet. Dun dun dun. Yes, this is plot twist out of the wazoo. So Diamante shot Scarlet, and Rebecca finds out and during the tournament because Diamante is talking to her during the tournament while Bartolomeo, one of my favorite characters of this arc, is trying to protect her. And he's talking to her. He says, "I'm the one who shot your mother." And then that's when all this happens, and she's crying and all this whatnot. And then we see at the palace. We go back to the palace where the toy soldier, Luffy, and Viola are, and they're ready to launch their attack against Doflamingo. While I think it's, what's the guy's name? He's a father character, so I don't remember his name. The guy with the explosions. He touches something and explodes. He's coming up the stairs, and they have no time to like just sit and rest. Then we cut to the executive tower, which is in the toy factory, which is where we see my man Franky getting taken out. Franky getting taken out. He got took out. Franky out all the people. Then we see my man's Usopp at the end of his epic struggle against Treble and Sugar. And we see him being subdued and he's out unconscious, and she feeds him the Tabasco sauce that they were going to feed her, and somehow he ends up knocking out Sugar, and then that's where this whole chapter ends. Like, this is an amazing chapter. This is a lot of character progression, a lot of stuff going on. I had to read it like twice just to memorize everything, and I still, as you can tell, I still didn't memorize everything. It was just a lot going on, but it was a great chapter. I give it a 10 out of 10. Comment what you guys think, and like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.